usually do a push. We advertise it, we let people know of the dangers of the drugs.
The drop boxes have been very effective because, number one, we're communicating with the public through brochures, posters, through our media outlet, which is newspapers. We constantly bombard them with the information, and through there, we allow them to read information that is very concerning to them. We're looking to protect society, the public, our residents, so that they can make an informed decision. But we help them with that information.
In my practice, I often encounter patients who I need to discuss about their use of opioids. It's a hard conversation to have, and I think that's part of why this problem's become so big. It's so easy to refill a patient of 30 of Percocet or 60 of Percocet, especially when they're in pain and suffering. But the harder thing is to have a conversation about why this isn't working, what problems it's creating for the patient, and what we need to do about it. When you're a provider that only has 15-minute slots, it can be very hard to really address these underlying issues, but it's absolutely necessary for the providers. And it's good patient care as well. These conversations tend to be difficult, they tend to be emotional, but they're essential for both the care of the patient and the doctor-patient relationship.
We have had a great response in our community with the permanent drop boxes. The multiple locations increase the ease and accessibility to our community.
We expanded the program to go to senior centers, to go to recycling centers that they have around the county. They have drive-up, drop-off pickup. We had an officer here make that suggestion, and I think it's one of the best things, where people don't have to go into a local police headquarters. There are 6 boxes, drop-off boxes, around the county. For the recycling, they just have to go to drop off their old computer, their tires, their batteries, and they could drop off their unused medicine. We've collected over 6,500 pounds over the years we've been doing this, and I think it is very effective because we get calls all the time from different senior centers that want us to pick up their unused medicine.
We want to make it convenient for the residents to be able to drop it off. We don't want them to have half-hour drives, 45-minute drives, because that's a deterrent. If we can have every law enforcement agency be local to the residents, they can drop off medication quite conveniently, 10, 15, 5-minute rides. That is more of a progressive way that they can just go and drop off the medication and get it off their medicine boxes.
We go out into the community to get these drugs because the people, you know, if they don't have time, they just say, I'll do it tomorrow, do it the next day, whatever. And a lot of them are senior citizens and they don't have the whereas to get here. So we go to the communities, to the churches, to the senior citizens, and even to a resident if they call, and we'll pick up the drugs.
We're not going to accept any excuses. If you can't get here, we're going to get out there and pick it up.
We chose this location to have our drug drop-off box, so it's easily accessible to the public. It's guarded by the security guards of the Hunter County Sheriff's Office and also our security camera system.
One of the ways to unify your police departments around the county is to speak to the chiefs and get 4, 5, 6, 8 boxes out there and tell them, look, you don't have to maintain the box. We will have an officer come around. As a matter of fact, we have our K-9 officer do it when he is not on other jobs. He'll go around, he'll collect the drugs from these drop boxes in the headquarters, bring them to one central location, and then we take care of picking them up, bringing them to an incinerator and getting rid of the drugs. It's a real, no heavy lifting for the police departments. To get the incentive going and the unification with all your police departments in the county is to do it that way. And it's not costing us any more money. The officer's out on the road, if he's out there training with his dog, or another officer is picking up prisoners or whatever, they might just drop into this police headquarters and pick up this unused drugs out of the box and bring it here in one central area.